Good morning.
Good morning. Episode 71.
71.
That's a lot of episodes. We're coming up on 2 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we started August of 2023, I believe.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I think it's time to
what?
call it. No, I think it's. I've had some couple conversations with people, and they're like, "You need to start bringing on people."
Yeah, episode
We need to
70 episodes in.
70 episodes in, they're like, "Enough about you two. We want to hear about other people."
The problem is we struggle to keep it under 45 minutes, which is like, I don't know how long people actually want to listen to this to.
I think if there was other people also sharing, like, who cares about? Like, who's listening?
Our loyal
Thank you,
listeners.
Randy. Thank you, Nicole, Shannon. No, I don't know. I'm totally jumping in this saying we are changing everything. But yeah, I do think maybe not every episode.
Okay.
Maybe we introduce like once a month.
Yeah, I'm down.
Somebody new.
So if you want to
be listeners need to tell us who they want to hear from.
Exactly. Yeah. If you want a specific guest, if you want to be a guest, slide into the DMs.
Do that.
We would love to hear about your weekend too.
That's what I was thinking we could do. Is like whoever we're talking to, we could still say, "How was your weekend?"
100%. Yes.
And then we get to know them through that and whatever else.
Whatever else they're
doing.
Let's
think about some celebrities. Let's think about like who we know.
Would be a good get. Probably Taylor Swift would be a good first guess.
Mind that.
Yeah.
We could start with that.
I think so Taylor, if you're listening,
into the type of status we feel we are at.
Apparently she famously does not go on podcasts. So there's all these like famous.
She's made that a stance.
I guess, yeah. Like all these, like Armstrong Expert always talks about how they want to get her.
Yeah.
I've heard other people like Taylor Swift's the big get. If you can get Taylor Swift, that's it. So I think we should get Taylor
because
Swift.
She does other interviews and stuff, doesn't she? Like I've seen her on.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. For some reason, podcast, the longer form, maybe a deal breaker.
Too long. Time for that. Okay, how are you?
I'm doing well. I was walking up the stairs just now, and my body's in a little bit rough shape today.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did a long run yesterday, 20 miles.
That's too long.
Almost a marathon, but my whole thing is a little off. My head feels a little funky.
Yeah.
My body, my legs are very, very sore. I feel like an old man, kind of.
Right.
Like a little bit rickety. Is that the right word?
That sounds right.
That's me today. I'm very sore.
Okay.
Yeah. You?
Well, you look great.
Thank you.
I feel fine. I feel like this last week I've had a lot going on.
Okay.
I think I shared this with you just in passing in the office the other day. It's like I have multiple transactions that I'm working on. It's summer, and so my kids' schedules are wonky. Like Alice was at camp last week. Piper, because Alice is gone, I don't have my like live-in babysitter. So then I was like facilitating childcare for Piper.
Yeah.
Chad was at UW twice last week, so I didn't have him. So it's just a lot of like
logistics.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's my strong suit, to be honest with you. It really overwhelms me. Yesterday, Chad was like, I think we need to write some things down for you. Because I was like, I woke up like, to me, where I struggle to like move forward with decisions is when I see the domino effect. Like I can't do this until that.
Okay.
And so I don't know how to move forward with planning when there's so many variables.
Interesting. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So my mind just likes to take it all and like spiral and stress and wake up in the early hours of the day and just worry about the littlest things.
Yeah.
Like I woke up the other day and I was like, I need to monitor what Piper's watching on TV better. Like I think the most random, like it has nothing to do with like my work or my other, it just like, that's what woke me up is like, I need to be better about like watching what she's watching. So random.
Were you having a bad dream about something she's watching?
I just was like, it's just one of those things that's like when I have all these other things going on, like some sort of guilty parenting thing will creep up as well.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, you need to spend more one-on-one time with Allie. Or like, it's just so random.
Parent guilt.
You probably experience that with Stevie.
With 100%.
You're overwhelmed and you're like, I should walk her more. Right.
No, totally. When Brian and I are both having a really busy week, we like feel so bad because she's just at home all day.
Yeah.
And we send like a wag to walk her.
Okay.
So but still it feels like we feel like bad parents on those weeks.
I know.
I was with Madison, my cousin, who's a new parent, and she was saying something like, like we're probably doing that wrong. And I was like, yeah, probably. Like you can never like we're always doing things wrong.
So funny.
Like that's just life. Like you're never going to do everything right. And like, who cares? Like it's just, I don't know.
We probably are doing things wrong, but it's also not going to kill child or
right. And what is right and wrong too, especially when it comes to like parenting. It's like there's so many, like every kid's different. This is so we've belabored this topic.
We could make that our podcast.
Yeah, a parenting podcast. I feel like an expert on that. So I on that topic.
You've given me some good advice. Yeah.
With my non-parenting lens.
I love it.
Should we dive into our weekends?
Sure.
Tell me about your Friday.
My Friday was pretty good. So like I said, Chad was at UW this weekend, so Friday and Saturday. And I had a couple things. I had a listing go live this last week.
Okay.
And then I have another one coming up next week. And so it's just been a week of like touching base with clients and getting prepared for all that. So Friday I met with the seller going live next week, and we went over some things, getting like all the logistics together. And then I had a little bit of a break, and I met up with Shannon and her sister Lene, and we went and got pedicures.
Nice.
So I'm sneaking in, even though it's been busy, I'm sneaking in a little self-care when I can.
That reminds me, have you seen the Kardashian clip? And it's like Scott Disick, is that the guy's name? Yeah. And one of them is like, got a busy week, like I have to have a pedicure, and I have to go to Nobu. And she's like,
yeah,
busy week. Wow, a lot going on. It's funny. Not that that's your life, but I was just
you do have
sneaking the pedicure.
Sneak that in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
self-care.
Yes, I did an open house on Friday for the listing that went live last week.
Nice.
I thought I'll try the old not happy hour. I guess that's what it's called. I don't know. From 4 to 6, like that is a typical happy hour at a restaurant. But I was thinking I'd catch people on the way home from work, and pretty quiet. Not gonna lie. Not too many passerbys. A lot of like neighbors came and saw it and stuff. But anyways, we've had a ton of showings on that house.
Nice.
We're still active, but I'm hopeful. I was looking. I don't know if you ever do this with your clients, where you look at how many showings before you go pending.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting stat to share. And it's an average. It's, there's different houses that are going to be in their own little bubble or whatever.
Totally.
But you can look at zip codes, style of homes, how many bedrooms, price points, and kind of narrow in on average, this is how many showings before you go pending.
It's average like days on market, average showings pending.
And it kind of gives them a little bit more to like expect versus thinking I'm going to list today and we're going to be under contract in the next couple hours.
Totally
gives them some more time. So,
and the market has slowed down the last couple months. Like we're definitely seeing prices coming down, more price reductions. I think the reason for that being inventory is just so high.
Yeah.
Like it's I think it's like highest inventory in like 7 years, and interest rates are still hovering around 7%. So there's a lot of factors that are resulting in the little bit longer time on market.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then after the open house, Allie came back from cheer camp. And so went and picked her up, got to catch up on how that week went. So she was up in Ellensburg all week at a sleepover cheer camp.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's the college there?
Central.
Was she on the campus? That's cool.
Yep.
Probably so fun as like how old is she? What grade is she in?
She's going into 9th grade.
Okay, so as like almost a high schooler, spending a week on a college campus is probably so fun.
Yes, yeah. I had a little bit, because it's actually her birthday this weekend, and I had a little bit of like it's so weird. I was telling my girlfriends that I've known since the 1st grade, and we went to school our whole like lives together.
Yeah.
It's like, it's bizarre how we were at cheer camp last summer together, and somehow I'm sending my kid to cheer camp this summer.
Huh.
Like, that doesn't make any sense, because in my brain, I just graduated high school. But yeah.
One summer ago.
It's just last summer, you guys, right? Weren't we just there? Yeah, it's pretty wild. She turned 14 this weekend, and 14. Chad and I were like, what? That's not right. That's weird. Anyways, Friday night, after we all got back, Chad had a friend visiting us from California who was in his master's class with him.
Cool.
And so he was staying with us the two nights that they had school. So we came back and just kind of chatting with him, getting to know a little bit more about him, watched like the sunset on our deck, and called it a day. And that was my Friday.
Love it.
Yeah.
Good Friday.
Pretty easy. Yeah.
Okay, my Friday was chill-ish. It was good. So my friend Warren is moving to New York.
Oh, wow.
Kind of weirdly enough, there's like a mass exodus of friends and people that I know who have moved to New York over the last few years.
Do you know what's funny? I have that, but it's either Texas or Idaho.
Okay.
Those are like two.
I think there's just like these migrations that happen in general. Yeah. Like I remember right after college, a lot of people moved to San Francisco. I haven't heard of somebody moving to San Francisco in like 5+ years, but for a long time, that's where everybody was moving after college in San Francisco.
I don't know how people can afford to move there.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It is
same with New York.
wild.
New York, the cost of living is so astronomical.
Yeah.
Like Seattle's high, but just compared to New York and San Francisco, it's like a different level.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he is moving to New York with his girlfriend.
Okay.
So his girlfriend, she was living in Texas. They were doing long distance.
Yeah.
She just moved from Texas to New York, and he's moving to New York moving in with her in New York.
There it is.
Can't talk. So I think yesterday they started the drive cross country.
Oh, they're driving. Fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they're getting his car over there.
Yeah.
Which I guess I don't think of people in New York having cars, but I guess the neighborhood they're living in is pretty like
car friendly.
Car friendly, yeah, like residential, like.
Okay. Are they like in like proper New York City? Like, are they?
They're in Brooklyn. They're in like a little bit of a residential neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay.
They said they're like one train away from like the main Manhattan area.
Okay.
But I don't know New York that well, honestly.
No. Have they ever lived together? Have they ever been in the same state?
No. So that is kind of the thing that's kind of interesting. So
exciting.
They've only been long distance and they're moving in together.
Yeah.
So into a small studio apartment.
Yeah.
So, they're hoping for the best.
But you know what? This road trip is training.
Totally. Yes. A lot of time together.
Yeah.
But she's awesome. So we had a going away party for Warren on Friday night at my friend Brandon's house.
Oh, fun.
And Sarah, Warren's girlfriend, is there as well, and she's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna be great.
Congrats,
they
Warren.
Complement each other very well, and
sweet.
So my friend Brandon, I helped him buy a house in Ballard, I think probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
And he has a cool rooftop. So we were just kind of hanging out on the rooftop with a bunch of friends. And the remaining friends who are still in Seattle, because a lot of people have left.
Slowly.
It's either California or New York, or like the two places
so
that
interesting.
People have moved to.
Are people finding work? Like, are they they're able to work remotely, so it doesn't matter?
One or the other. Either they're going for a job in New York, or they're able to work remote and just wanting to go there. And honestly, like moving to New York for a year or two sounds really fun. I feel like Brian and I are both pretty like set here with work and families and stuff. Yeah. But the idea of it sounds like pretty fun. Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to be there long term necessarily, but I
think now would be the season. Like
totally.
Before kids, before 2 dogs.
Yes.
You should.
I could not live in like a New York apartment with the dog. Like people do it. Like I know it's the norm. A lot of people in big cities have dogs, but having gotten used to having a yard and just being able to open the door and have her run out, it'd be a very tough transition to go to living in an apartment where you have to like go down an elevator or whatever and then out to the street like that.
Right. Ugh. Taking steps.
Oh my gosh.
You'd have an amazing step count.
This would be a great step count. I don't know. I feel like the quality of life for the dog would not be as good.
No.
Like there's so many things. But anyway, so they're moving to New York. I have another friend who also might be moving to New York.
Oh, crazy.
In the next couple
Do they
months.
know each other?
Yep. So it's my
fun.
I don't know if he's like shared this. So another friend.
Mysterious.
And so if they both end up in New York and I have another couple friends that are there, like I definitely need to start planning some trips to New York. Because I haven't been since like high school was the last time I went to New York. So.
I really want to take my girls to New York City, do like a Broadway show and all of that.
That was
really fun.
That's my only experience with New York is doing that kind of trip, like a Broadway trip. I've never been there as like a 21+ year old, so I don't know like the whole nightlife scene.
Right.
I'm sure it's awesome.
Yeah.
So that was basically our Friday night. Brian came with me. We went to a little food truck for dinner, a little Mexican food truck, and then went to this going away party, and then went home.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
I like it. Okay, so Saturday, like I mentioned, was Alice's birthday.
Happy birthday, Allie.
So I know she's 14. That just doesn't compute in my brain for some reason.
Yeah. And you're only 35, so you were how old?
So weird. So it was a little bit of a different birthday. Usually with our family, like if it's somebody's birthday, when they wake up, it's like we immediately do presents and we're, it's all about them for that day. But with Chad being up at UW, it was just the girls and I. And so we just kind of had a slower morning. She'd just gotten back from that camp. So she wanted to like do her laundry and clean and shower and kind of just settle in. So we spent a couple hours just around the house in the morning. And then we went over to the mall and we went and got ramen for lunch. Nice. And then she wanted to cash in on all her little like freebies, you know, like if you go to Sephora, you get a free thing for your birthday.
Starbucks.
Starbucks, yeah.
I didn't know there's like that was a thing that a bunch of places have that.
Yeah, it's like if you have the app and you get their marketing, then you will get so that was fun. We kind of did a little bit of shopping, just us girls, and then came back to the house. And she really likes the book and the TV show, The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Okay.
So she was really excited because the 3rd season just came out.
Nice.
So we did a little bit of that. She and I were watching that. It's a little advanced for Piper. So I was like, okay, I need to like screen this. Again, maybe that's why I woke up like, I need to watch what Piper's watching. But all that to say, then Chad came home right before dinner time and we did all of her presents then. And then we, by the way, have you ever heard of the app called Giftly?
No.
Okay, she uses it and it's actually so helpful. You can create, like, it's basically like a wish list of gifts that you like
a registry.
Yeah. But you could use it for anything. So it could be for Christmas, for your birthday.
Maybe I have used it. Brian's family uses something like that. It might be Giftly.
I was like, it's actually like so helpful because I want to get people something I know they're going to enjoy.
Yeah.
And so I used a lot of her things from Giftly to get for her birthday. And she was just so excited about everything, you know, and I was like, because she went, anyways.
That's an interesting thing with gift giving. I feel like every family does it differently. Like my family growing up, we never made wish lists or gift lists or whatever. Right. Like you would just give somebody what you thought that they wanted.
Yeah.
That was that's still what we do. My family versus Brian's family. It's very much like a gift list where you send the links to the product to then go and purchase, which I like both sides of it. Yeah. So we get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. And I do try to get her a few things that like weren't there that are like a fun surprise for her. But she was like the things that she really wanted, you know, she just was super
What's on a 14-year-old's
It was
wish
a
list?
lot of skincare things, like a lot of beauty products. Okay. So like Ulta and Sephora were my best friends for preparing for this. And then there's a store called Brandy Melville up in U Village, and she likes that. So that was kind of her
clothing.
Yes. Okay. Clothing. So we got her a gift card to that. One of the things was kind of funny. She wanted this little like statue thing. It was like a little angel figurine, and it was on Amazon for like $10. I was like, oh, that's kind of like a little something on her desk, a little decor. It came and it fit in the palm of my hand. Oh. I was like, oh, what is this? It was so tiny. I was like, you know, when you just like I expected like a little statue of some sort, but it came and I was like, oh. Okay.
Speaking of Amazon, I have a funny aside real quick.
Hear it.
I was with somebody this weekend who has kind of boycotted Amazon. They like really don't like what they're doing for small businesses and a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So she's decided not to use Amazon at all. And so she was saying like there's this game that she really wants, but she can't find it anywhere. And this is how the Amazon thing came up. Someone's like, can you not just order on Amazon? And she's like, oh, I don't support Amazon. So, and we were just kind of like, like whatever, that's cool, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
And we're like, what if somebody gave it to you?
Right.
if somebody gave it to you for your birthday and they ordered it from Amazon, would that be okay? And she's like, let me think about that. So I guess if I don't know, then it's fine.
Right.
If I don't know where it came from, then it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of it was just a funny conversation.
Yeah. I mean, but I can appreciate that. Like she herself is like going to take a stance to only purchase from local small businesses. Yeah. But she can't help it if somebody else
totally
does that.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's preventing her from getting this game that she really wants because she can't find it anywhere.
Right.
But I looked on Amazon. It could be there.
You could have just
the next day.
Exactly. Happy birthday early. That's so interesting. Yeah. Do you have other people in your friend circle that are like that?
That's the only person I know. Okay. She's not. I just met her. I was not like a close friend, but it was just. I mean, that's I feel like a thing. There's a certain type of person. I don't know what I want to say here.
I feel like you do.
There's like people that are just like anti big corporations, right? Yeah. And so they are going to choose to just only support local, which I love supporting local businesses. Like I totally get it.
Yeah.
But she totally fit that type to a T. Yeah. Like even like there's like a stereotype, right?
Yeah.
And I hate stereotypes. Should I cut this out of the podcast?
I don't think so. It's real.
Like what color do you think her hair was? No,
not natural.
What color? With what I've said so far,
blue. Pink.
Like, it's just the type.
Blue hair. Have you ever seen that commercial? Okay. Anyways, well, and like, how far do you take that? Like, how far do you take, like, does she only go to she's going to have a lot of airtime. Do you only go to like smaller grocery stores and like,
well, it's funny
how far she lives that out?
There's kind of a funny like dichotomy because Amazon owns Whole Foods now, which Whole Foods is a store where I feel like a lot of people who want kind of organic stuff would shop.
Yeah.
But now it's owned by Amazon. So I wonder if people are having like a moral dilemma if they should go to Whole Foods or not. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Some things to think about.
I'm not a big like I don't love like boycotting stores. Like I go to Starbucks. Like a lot of people boycott Starbucks for several reasons. Which like I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like convenience in my life.
What? That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe our first guest can be your friend.
Somebody who works with like Greenpeace or what's one of those organizations.
Yeah, exactly. What were we talking about?
Okay, you were saying that you got Allie
wrapping up Saturday. Yeah. So then that evening we went to Spaghetti Factory. And our friend Denise and her daughter Emma came, and then my parents came, and we did Allie's birthday dinner at Spaghetti Factory.
Love it.
It was
classic.
Great. A classic.
Yeah.
Your mom had messaged me while we were there, like, happy birthday to Alice, and found a picture of them or whatever. And I sent a picture with like not a ton of like Spaghetti Factory clues.
Okay.
You know,
but
just like, but she knew.
It's definitely they have a strong brand, a strong aesthetic.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
did you go a lot growing up to Spaghetti Factory?
We had one in California nearby, and I actually remember going for my 16th. I think it was one of my birthdays with a big group of friends.
Okay.
And that was like my restaurant of choice for that birthday.
Spaghetti Factory is probably the restaurant that I've gone to more than any other restaurant.
I believe it with your family.
Yes, so much. I think growing up we would go. It felt like every 2 weeks, like so often.
People worked there in your.
My mom worked there. Yeah. Taylor worked there. Yeah. My grandpa could have worked there with how much he went
there now. We don't know.
My parents knew like the original like founders of Spaghetti Factory because they worked at my mom worked at the Portland one, which was the like OG headquarters of Spaghetti Factory. Yeah. I think it's now moved to a different location or something. Okay. Like a lot of them have kind of. So I think I could be in this wrong, but my understanding is that the first three Spaghetti Factories were Portland, Tacoma, and Seattle. Portland one's in a different location, Tacoma one's in a different location, and the Seattle one is close. Oh. So like the three original locations are all kind of like in different spots now.
Yeah.
Fun little tidbit there.
Fun fact about Spaghetti Factory you didn't know we knew. I love it. I think I love the decor in there. Like it's just like one of those places that I think is just fun.
We have some friends that are Italian, and they're just so anti-Spaghetti Factory.
I'm sure.
But it's just so good.
It's good. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. And it's huge. I like didn't realize when we walked in, like there's like, we just kept going. Yeah. And there's another back room. I think they put all the birthdays back there because literally every table, the wait staff came out and sang happy birthday to everybody.
That's funny. They should have done them all.
Yeah. That was my Saturday.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So Saturday morning, Brian and I played in a pickleball tournament together, which was very fun. My first tournament, Brian's first tournament, our first tournament together. It was for the Tacoma Rescue Mission. Right. So it was like a fundraising event for them. And my mom, I originally had another partner. So originally when I signed up, when I was thinking about it, I was playing, I do the Monday morning, open play. Yeah. And I was playing with somebody there and we were just playing really well together. Yeah. And I asked him if he wanted to be my partner and he said yes. And we signed up together.
Then he realized you were talking about pickleball and took it the wrong way.
But then he had something else come up. So he had to back out of the tournament.
Yeah.
And we were signed up in the advanced part, which I didn't choose. He signed up as advanced because he
could with his.
He considers himself advanced. It's all self-ranked, or for me at this point, the whole ranking thing is very interesting to me.
You have to put in like your score of things.
Okay, so there's something called the duper rating, which comes from playing in tournaments.
Okay,
that's the only way you get duper rated. That's like your official rating.
Yeah.
There's also, you can just like self-rank yourself. So based on like what your perceived skill level is. You give yourself a number from like 1 to 5, basically. And you can kind of tell, like, the more you play, you start like you play with other people who are at a certain level, and you can kind of start picking up on around what number you are. I think I'm around like between like a 3 and a 3.5 is probably my skill level. So originally I was signed up for the advanced, which is like 4.0 and above, because that's what he was. And I was very actually relieved when he backed out, because I'm like, I don't want to play in the advanced level. So I was like, okay, I feel like I'm like kind of intermediate. And then I was looking for a partner, and then I didn't have one. And I was like, Brian, do you want to be my partner? And he said, sure, let's do it. But then we were still signed up for intermediate. And Brian is like good, but he's very much a beginner still. Like, he's only played a handful of times. So he would have signed up for the beginner. I would have signed up for the intermediate. And we're like, could go either way. And then we got our time slot, which was at 2 p.m. on Saturday. And we had an event at like 3 p.m. on Saturday. So we're like, okay, we got to move to an earlier time slot. So we ended up moving to the 8 a.m. time slot, which was the beginner, like up to 3.0 skill level. So, and I'm probably about a 3.0 to 3.5. So I felt morally comfortable playing in that league. That was way more information than people needed about the skill levels.
But now you know.
Now you know. So there's okay. So started at 8 a.m. Our first couple games were against people who had never played pickleball before. Like, first game, we were like explaining the rules, very beginner, and we're like, shoot, like maybe we should not have been in this level. But then as we kept going, we were playing against people that were very, very, like, it was competitive games. So I think all in all, we played like 5 different teams, probably total like 8 games total. So a lot of games. One of the teams we played was my mom and Allie. Which we felt kind of bad, because we were like, you know, we were playing for a competition. So
you were in it to win it.
We were in it to win it. So we did beat them. We lost 1 game. The whole day. And that was against the team that we ended up playing in the finals. So like the first time we played them. First time we played them, they beat us like, I think 15-13. So it was really close. That was another weird thing, was in the tournament you played at 15 rather than 11. So that was kind of a weird thing to get used to. But they beat us 15-13, and then we ended up making it to the semifinal round. So we played against another team, and they were beating us, I think 13-7, and we caught up and beat them 15-13. So that was a very, otherwise we wouldn't have even placed. But so that was in the semifinals, which then put us in the top 2. And then the final match, we played against that first team who had beat us earlier in the day. And it was best 2 out of 3, and we beat them the first 2 games. So we won.
Amazing.
We won the tournament. It was very unexpected. We were not like,
were you guys like as you were winning, we're like, oh my gosh, we might. This
totally
could happen.
Yeah, like well, we were trying not to jinx ourselves, so we.
How are you two communicating on the court? What's that like?
So pretty well. At one point said something that I was like, he like slammed it into the net, and I was like, no more of those. And so it was kind of rude. I was kind of mean, and then that started like a little bit of a tension between us for a second, and we had 2 breaks.
You're all Can we get
we were allowed 2 breaks per game, and I was like, okay, we need to take a break right now. So we stepped aside. We talked. I apologized. We hugged it out, and we went back to the court.
That's amazing. But like, don't worry about premarital counseling.
That
just
play pickleball.
You guys did it.
I was talking with somebody named Liz, who I play with sometimes. And she was also playing with her husband. And I was like, how's it going? And she's like, oh, it's going okay. And I was like, yeah, we only had a couple fights out there. And she's like, yep, we just got off one just now. Like, we literally are mid-fight as we speak. And it's a very real thing. Like, if you're playing with a significant other, there's like a whole added level of like tension that can come from that. So
absolutely.
But we pushed through it, and I can't believe we won. It was the craziest thing.
Was there like a huge crowd watching you guys at the end?
Was
it like pretty intense? I feel like that'd be intimidating.
High pressure. I've had like a couple people watching a game, but never like 20 people watching me play a game. So what I realized that I needed to do was just not look at, like, I just kept my head down. Like, I can't
focus on the game.
Like, I heard people like cheering and like saying blah blah blah, and I could not, like, if I like looked over there, I would get like nervous. So I just had to like keep my head down, just focus on the game. And it was very fun. It was awesome.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So now we're going on tour, where our next tournament is in St. Louis. Now you
officially have a rating?
No. So unfortunately, I thought we did, but I guess this tournament, because it was like a charity tournament, was not duper eligible, so it didn't count towards it. Otherwise, that would have been great.
It's got to be for profit.
I guess. Nonprofit stuff doesn't count, I guess.
Weird.
But that was very fun. And then afterwards, we went and got pizza at E9 right across the street with my parents and Allie and Brian and I. And they had great food. Have you eaten there?
I have. I don't know if I've actually been to that location. They have another one on like Pine Street and 6th Ave.
Yeah.
And when we lived in that area, we were there all the time.
Yes, same. When I lived next to Primo, we went to the E9. Yeah. Very different menu though, like totally different.
Okay.
This one is, I think it felt pretty different. Like I think the E9, the main E9, were like the firehouse.
Yep.
Their menu's a lot bigger. This one's mostly just pizza. Okay. They had a couple appetizers, but really, really good.
Nice.
Like, great service, great food.
Yeah.
Did that, and then we went back to the tournament to watch Lisa play. So my mom's friend Lisa.
Oh, okay.
Is very good, and so she was in like either the intermediate or the advanced levels. We went and watched her play a couple games.
Oh, so you guys won the tournament for
the level,
and then there were other levels, and they have their own separate tournaments. Got it.
Yeah, so I think there were 3 levels, and each one had its own like tournament. Or
that makes sense.
Whatever bracket. Yeah, that was very fun. And then went home, kind of regrouped. Brian took a nap. I was like, if I take a nap, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm not gonna get back up. So
if I take a nap, I'm gonna fall asleep.
I'm gonna stay asleep.
Yeah.
So we kind of chilled at home for a little bit, and then went to our friend's housewarming party. So our friends Jackson and Caitlin just moved back from Boston. So they've been there for a long time, and they just moved back to Seattle. So they have a cool rental house that they found with a great backyard. So
I love that your friends do this.
Yeah, it was awesome. We brought Stevie, and then they had their dog George, and then there's another dog Honey. So there were 3 dogs just like running around the backyard, like crazy dogs.
Yeah.
But that was super fun. Got to meet a bunch of new people that were friends of theirs.
Nice.
We went into it not knowing anybody other than the people hosting the housewarming party. We kind of thought we might know others, but we didn't.
Yeah.
And it was fun. We learned how to play cribbage. Have you played cribbage before?
I feel like I've seen it. Is it like little pegs?
Yes, it's a little board with pegs you move along.
Okay.
It's a great 2-player game.
Okay.
I feel like we love playing board games, card games.
Yeah.
But almost all the games we play are like 3 or 4 players plus. So it's been hard. I feel like we haven't found any great 2-player games. Okay. So there are a bunch of people playing cribbage at this housewarming party.
That's so funny.
Like
a cribbage tournament.
Kind of. Yeah. There were like 3 boards set up, and people were just playing. So we were watching for a while, and then we ended up kind of learning. I knew how to play growing up, but I haven't played in probably 15 years.
Okay.
And
did you guys win that as well?
We weren't playing. We were just observing. Okay. And then when we got home, we played a couple games, just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
And I forced Brian to play. He wanted to go to bed. And I was like, we need to practice this new skill that we learned.
Practice.
And I was like, we need to cement.
You're like, I don't know if you realize what we did yesterday or earlier today, but we are a winning duo.
We are. We got to keep it going. So we played some cribbage at home, and then we went to bed.
Have it? You had it?
No, we don't have a cribbage board, but technically you don't need a board.
Oh, okay.
You should you normally play with a board, but the board is really just for keeping score. So we just kept on a piece of paper, just tally marks.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. When we got home, there was a police officer blocking the street to get into our house, and we were like, what's going on? So I texted the neighbor because it was right in front of the neighbor's house. Yeah. And I was like, do you know what's going on? And he said he had just talked to the police officer. There's a triple homicide down the street.
Whoa.
So he said the cop told him to stay inside, lock the doors, because the guy was still at large.
Whoa.
And so we went in, we heard that as we were I texted the neighbor right away. He texted me back right away. We were in our garage when it happened, and our garage is not connected to the house. And so we got that text, and I was like, okay, Brian, you go to the backyard. I'm going to go to the front. I'll let us in. And we went in, lowered all the blinds, locked the door, and it's kind of a freaky feeling. And it was less than a half mile down the street is where it happened at this apartment building.
Just a random.
We found out the next day, I think it was a domestic thing. It was of 2 women and a child that got killed. And the guy that killed them I don't know any more details than that, but yeah, very, very sad, horrible. But yeah, literally where it happened, we walk by all the time. I know exactly which house it happened in. I walk Stevie over there all the time, and so very sad, weird feeling when it's that close to home.
Yeah, 100%.
But that was our Saturday night. So we were also that was part of the reason I want to stay up to cribbage a little bit. I'm I don't want to go to bed. And I don't know. I just stay up a little longer. Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
So that was Saturday night.
Okay.
How was your Sunday?
Sunday was good.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, I know. Yeah, again, I feel like I just like, I keep talking about how my brain feels like full, but like I woke up Sunday and it was one of those things where I was like, it's so silly. It's like I'm trying to get a bed frame off of OfferUp to stage this listing that I have coming up.
Okay.
And for some reason I was like, I don't know the right time to go. And these little things of like Chad's going on call this Tuesday, which means he has to drive his work car everywhere he goes, and he can't be out of his district more than 20 minutes or whatever it might be. So like I feel very time bound to have his help with his truck and moving big pieces of furniture in the next couple of days before he goes on call. And so for some reason that was like the hardest thing to wrap my brain around. And I was like in the morning spiraling a little bit. So he's helping me make all the plans. And and we had church that morning. I was working in the nursery. And so I was like, okay, we were trying to time these things. Maybe I could get the bed frame before church. And then we go to church. And then afterwards I had an open house coming up. So anyways, worked it all out. It was fine. Everything worked out.
Does it help? Like, have you found anything that helps you when you're feeling overwhelmed?
He helps me. He is so, and listen now, Chatterskin, because I know you're going to hear this. You're going to get a big head about it. And it's like, don't overthink this. When he is in the right frame of mind and the right, like headspace to assist me, he is so grounding. Like it's wild. I think there's times where I get like this and he doesn't have the capacity to deal with me, and he'll be like, figure it out. But like he can be very calming and he'll just like make decisions, and that's what I need in the moment. He'll be like, I'm going to do this and then we're going to do it like that and then this and that. And I'm like, oh, yes, thank you. And like just little things, like I was showering and getting ready, and we were entertaining people later in the day, and I was worried about timing and not having enough time to get grocery and all that. And so he's like, okay, send me your list. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and I'm gonna go get it now. And like got it done. So it wasn't lingering.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't want to say too much more because then he's going to be like, he's invincible, you know? But yeah.
So is it like the decisions that feels crippling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like, I can't decide. I have that paralysis by analysis problem.
Yep.
And my brain is like, I feel like I'm thinking 10 steps ahead. So I can't take the first step.
Yeah.
And it's also in my brain, it's always these like what ifs, which 9 times out of 10, they never happen. You know, it's like, well, I can't do, like, here's an example. The other night, Piper woke up in the middle of the night and she was crying that her ear hurt. And so we were up at 3 a.m. getting her some medicine. She was like crying to go back to sleep. So the next morning we wake up, she's still asleep. And in my head, I'm like, I'm supposed to take her to my friend Shannon's house, but I need an alternate plan because she's probably going to wake up and feel worse than she did last night. Yeah. So now I'm trying to reach out to Chad. Like, what's your day like? He wasn't getting back to me. So I'm like, okay, do I reach out to my parents? This is how I'm thinking. And then she wakes up and she feels fine.
Yeah.
So it's like I spent all this time trying to come up with an alternate plan when the reality was like it wasn't even necessary because she woke up and she felt okay.
Yeah.
But my worry was she would wake up and I wouldn't have any time to change direction.
Right.
And then I would be stuck.
So you're like planning for every possible scenario kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Is that not what everybody does? You guys know?
I don't do that.
Okay. Listen, welcome to my brain.
So it's helpful for you when he like if you're deciding between multiple things, if Chad's like this is what you should do, like if he decides for you, that's helpful. That's so interesting to me because there's this whole thing around like when somebody's dealing with something, I feel like it's like a hold on, I don't know. Let me try to rewind.
Please do, because I'm really
I feel like there's this feedback that guys receive from when they go into solution mode for their partner rather than like listening mode.
Yes.
And I always jump to solution mode, which Brian is the same way. Sometimes he needs help just deciding. Like there's 2 options and he just can't decide. And I'm like, just do that. Like he's like, okay. And so he just needs like that help.
Yeah.
But other times I can tell that he just needs a listening ear. So discerning which option is needed at any given time is challenging.
1000%. Yeah. And I have to say that.
Yeah.
There are times where I don't need him to make decisions. I need him to listen.
Yeah.
And I have to be the one to say, okay, I need to get this out of my head. So I need to say it out loud and process, but I don't really want your opinion.
Okay.
So I can do, listen, I like to do it all.
Yeah. So the key is communicating that up front, like
100%.
what you need from them.
And what I appreciate, especially yesterday, because he could have gone to the store at another time during the day, but because it made me feel better to get it done earlier, he just did that. And that I really appreciate. When it's like, it's in his brain, he's probably like, this doesn't have to happen now, but I know it's going to help her. I'll just do it. You know, like that is huge.
Acts of service.
Acts of service.
Is that your love language?
So no, mine's quality time.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of his though, because a first responder, he does things for people. Yeah, it makes sense. All that to say, Sunday morning, once we got past that, and then we came home, the girls decided, this is another thing. They were like, oh yeah, we're rearranging our rooms today. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, when did this happen? They're like, yeah, we're rearranging all of our furniture and we're doing this whole new setup. And they want to have it where they share a wall, and they want to have it where their headboards are against the wall so that they can knock codes to each other.
No way. That's so funny.
Which is also hilarious because 9 times out of 10 they share a bed. Like, they like to sleep together.
Yeah. So
I'm like, I think it's just funny they're creating this system when you're never going to use it because you actually end up in the same room every night together. Okay. It's fine.
Cute, though.
It's cute. And so that took up some of their afternoon. And then I did another open house at my listing, way more traffic on Sunday. And Chad went with me. This was really nice. So he brought me there, set up my signs for me, and then he went and got us coffee while I kind of set up the inside. Yep. And then from there we did it because did I tell you one of my things is picking up this offer up frame thing, right?
Yep.
So here's where this is going. It's like I'm getting staging pieces to stage this house. The house is getting some work done, and so I don't know when it's going to be completed. I got an update today, but I didn't know over the weekend when it was going to be completed. So I felt this time pressure of like, I have all these pieces I need to take over there, but I don't know when I can take it because they're going to be doing stuff.
Okay.
But I'm limited on Chad's availability with his truck because of his on-call. And so it was just that type of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm also borrowing stuff from Jessica, and I didn't want to leave it all on her deck while I'm in limbo. So there was like just these little things floating around that needed to be sorted out. And it was nothing dire straits. But have you ever seen that thing right now? It's like my brain can't tell the difference between like imminent death and needing to make a decision. It's like something crazy about to happen versus just like ordering through the drive-thru. It's like so minor, but like that's how your brain interprets it.
Yep.
That's me. So anyways, all that to say, after that, open house went well. And then we grabbed the bed frame after that. And then we went home, and Shannon and her family came over, and her sister Lene and her husband Dan and their baby Rye came over and
short for Ryrus.
Ryrus, if you will. Exactly. And what was really funny, I don't think Stella has been around a baby before.
Really?
And so she was like, he would cry, and she was like so concerned. She would go over, she would give him kisses. Like, she was so like into it.
That's
it was
sweet.
Like really, really sweet to watch. And I was trying to think, but I was like, I don't think we've had too many babies over just hanging out like that.
Did it make you want another baby?
It did a little bit because he's a boy, and like, I was like telling Chad, like, let me just one more little boy in our life. He was like, absolutely not. But yeah, it was great. We wanted to have Lene and Dan over. They're visiting from Texas right now. And so we had been trying to coordinate something before they head back. And so last night worked. So yeah, we did like, I love Trader Joe's stuff for hosting. Like they do a marinated tri-tip that you just throw in the oven.
Nice.
And so we had that and salad and potatoes and bread. And we just sat outside, and kids swam, and adults hung out and chatted, and
love it.
Good. It was a good evening. So yeah, that was my Sunday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is Chad's the MVP of the weekend.
He really is, and you have to remember too, like he spent 2 like full days at school, grueling, intensive, like using his brain, socializing, like all the things that are like draining for a natural introvert. And then got up on Sunday, dealt with his crazy wife, helped me at my open house, and then came home and hosted.
That's, and I was working Monday morning, right?
And now he's there at work,
Superstar.
I am fun. I am like enjoyable to be around. Like, I think he likes being married to me.
Yes, good. he should be our guest.
I feel like he's getting a lot of credit, and like I'm also a cool wife. Okay.
Cool. Sounds like a good weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sunday.
Here we go.
Okay, so the last 3 years in a row, have done something called the Seafair Triathlon, which is Seattle's like only triathlon every year.
Yeah.
It's at Seward Park in Seattle.
Okay.
And I've done it the last 3 years in a row. That was the very first triathlon I did when I like signed up the day before without training.
Okay, yes.
And then I've just kept it going every year. So last week I went to sign up for it. It's been on my calendar all summer. Like, I knew it was coming up. Last week I went to sign up for it and it was completely sold out.
Oh.
It's completely sold out, but it said check back on Friday at 10 a.m. to see if more spots have opened up. So Friday at 10 a.m. I had an alarm go off. I checked. Thankfully, there were like a few spots.
Oh, nice.
So I signed up for that. And then Saturday night, as we were leaving the housewarming party, I was like, we were leaving kind of late. We were leaving like at 9.
Yeah.
And I would have had to wake up at 5 the next morning for this Seafair thing.
Okay.
And I had been up at 6 the day before for the pickleball tournament. Right. So early mornings.
Yeah, especially on the weekends. Yeah.
So on the way home on Saturday night, I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, I really just don't want to do this triathlon tomorrow. Yeah. Like, no desire. Like, what am I trying to prove something to myself? Like, I already signed up for it. So I already paid like $110 to do it or whatever. But I'm like, I just don't want to do it. And Brian's like, are you going to like feel sad if you don't do it? Are you going to like regret not doing it? And I was like, I don't think so. Like, the only reason I want to do it is just to keep it going as like an annual thing. Like, you know, this is my 4th year, keep it going. Yeah. But I'm like, beyond that, like, wake up at 5 sounds horrible. Yeah. There's so much like stuff I'll have to prepare for it for tomorrow, like getting all my supplies together and stuff. And so I made a decision Saturday night to ditch on my triathlon.
I kind of like that for you.
I do too. It was a great feeling. I feel like I typically would feel like guilty for saying I'm going to do something and not doing it, which I do. I like have a lot of pride around when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. But it was kind of like, I felt like I needed that morning to not do it.
Well, and I just think like there's so many similarities between you and Chad at times. And like, even this morning, he's doing this new tonal workout. And I was like, are you liking this one? And he's like, no, not really. He's like, but I started it, so I have to finish it. Yeah. And I was like, that's so funny. Like, because you have the option.
Totally.
Like, for something like that, I think it's actually like good that you like just were like, no, I don't feel like doing that. I'm going to set that.
And the main reason was I didn't want to wake up at 5. Like, that was the main thing.
You're like, I'd like some extra sleep.
I would love some extra sleep. I was already tired from the pickleball tournament. And so Brian's like, is there another, like, if you don't do it, can you do like a different training thing? That'll be more helpful. Yeah. I was like, honestly, yes. I need to go on a long run because I need to do it by the end of the month. And I just like kind of want to get it over with. Yeah. So I ended up going on a 20-mile run instead. That was my alternative to the triathlon.
I love that you were like, so instead.
Which was way harder. Like, honestly, like way more physically taxing on my body. But I'm happy that I got it done. Okay. And it was a very long run. 20, like almost marathon. That's pretty much I think it's like the 3rd longest run I've ever done.
Wow. Okay.
And it was tough.
Yeah.
it was tough. It took me
also a choice.
Yes. It took me probably like a little over 3 hours to do it.
Yeah.
And just running the whole time.
I would still be walking right now. Like 20 miles go.
Yeah. So 20 miles. And then, so we had already signed up for a wine event. Like, so my parents and Brian belong to this winery in Woodinville called Patterson Winery.
Oh yeah, I love Patterson.
And they were doing like a wine member event that they do every summer. So we'd already signed up for that.
Okay.
And that was at 1 p.m. And the whole time of my run, I'm like, crap, we're gonna be super late to this thing. Yeah. Because I had already made up in my head, I'm like, I need to do 20 miles. Like, that's the number I need to hit. Okay. So the whole like last 7 miles, I'm just like trying to go as fast as I can so that I could get home and get ready for this event.
What's like the longest you'd been running prior to this?
My longest,
or like furthest?
The furthest run was 16 miles. My furthest training run. So this is 4 miles longer. But my last time running 20 miles would have been like probably 4 years ago. Yeah. So a long time ago.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. And so I finish my run and I immediately get ready. We're immediately on the road to get to this wine party. Yeah. And I'm like, I feel like crap. Like,
you're like drinking wine.
Yeah.
Running 20 miles.
Literally ran almost a marathon. And I am now at this wine party with Brian and my parents and then my friend Chad and Cecily.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
And I'm like, as soon as I see everybody, I'm like, I need to warn you, like, I am not okay.
Right.
Like, I am not feeling my best.
Yeah.
I should be sleeping
I
or
shouldn't
on
be
the
here right
couch
now, guys.
now. And so I was just like, fair warning.
Yeah.
And so we end up, I think we got there at like 1:30 and we leave at 5.
You're like, and also I'll be laying down the entire time we're here.
And it was like, it was great. Like it was very fun. But the
Yeah.
whole time I'm like, I just really want to be at home on my couch right now.
Yeah.
But it was great. We went to 3 different wineries.
Oh, okay.
And went to Obelisco and then Patterson and then Kestrel.
Oh.
And Patterson was the one that had the events. They had like a whole buffet, like a barbecue buffet.
Okay.
They had like a dessert bar with this like custom made like gelato with wine infused into it and stuff. Amazing. And then yeah, it was great. Good times. As I'm talking about it, I feel like I'm like transporting myself back. My head's feeling like it did last night. Like I'm feeling like just very tired right now. And then I left around 5. I felt like I was gonna fall asleep, so I stopped and got coffee on the way home.
Yeah.
And then so Brian's mom picked him up from the winery, and they drove over to Chelan.
Oh.
And because his whole family's there for the next week.
Nice. Okay.
And then I went home and I had an evening on the couch by myself.
Yeah.
I just watched the show You, which I think we've talked about.
We have.
I'm on season 3.
Is that how many are there now?
I think 4 or 5 seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
Watched that and caught up on some emails and was in bed at I think 8:30 last night.
Oh, I love it.
And slept until 7.
Yeah.
So I think it was like 10 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
which
that's
was
good.
Great, but I could sleep for another few hours.
You're like, and I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
Speaking of shows, I finished a show called We Were Liars.
Okay.
Have you heard of this?
I have not heard of it. No.
Okay. It was one of those ones where I had it on kind of in the background as I'm doing other things, and but then I started to see things on social media of people watching the ending and them recording themselves watching it.
Oh, really?
And I was like, something's happened in this show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going to happen. And so, but I was intrigued. And so I finished it, and please watch it.
Good ending?
It's great.
Really? We Were Liars. Is it Netflix?
We Were Liars, Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, okay. Adding it to my list right now.
I love when shows, it's kind of like this mystery thriller, kind of pointing you at different people. Each episode, you're getting a little like, is it them? Is it them? Is there something that this person's? So really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a good one.
I'm excited. I am still watching Stick per your recommendation.
Yes, same.
I think the last episode came out last week. Is that right? The 10th episode?
Oh, was that the last one?
I think so. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But I think we're 1 episode behind right now. But it's a great show. I
think the last episode, I had something come up, like a phone call or something during the show, and so I missed a little bit of it. So yeah, I'll have to go back and watch. Okay, I wanted to ask how your guys' challenge has been going. We're halfway through the month.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
It's going okay.
And yeah, are you guys feeling like, is there the accountability? Are you guys like
I don't want to put Brian on blast.
We won't. Go on.
He has been so busy with work.
Yeah.
Work has been absolutely bonkers for him the last like 2 months.
Yeah.
He hasn't had time to like work out really this month. And diet wise, I feel like we're doing okay.
Yeah,
like
that was your thing, right? You guys were going to be.
Yes. Well, the hope was to be able
healthy?
to do diet and exercise, which I've been able to do a lot of exercise with my training, with pickleball and stuff. He has not been able. He hasn't had time. So I think he's not feeling as happy with like results. Is not that I'm feeling super happy with the results, but diet we've been pretty good.
Okay.
Exercise has been kind of a little bit mixed.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll see. We have 10 days left, so we'll see how it goes. I think I'm down 4 pounds since the beginning of the month.
Okay.
But it fluctuates. I was down like 6 pounds as of Friday, but now I'm up 2 pounds. I don't really know. Like weight for me is such an interesting thing. We've talked about it so many times. Like I feel like I should have lost weight yesterday, having run 20 miles.
Yeah.
I didn't eat that much.
Right.
But I was 2 pounds more this morning than I was yesterday morning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I did drink a lot of liquid yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I had so much water and Gatorade and stuff in my run.
Right.
And like my body's probably holding on to that liquid. I don't know. So I
can't tell you.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't care about my weight. So I just want to like how I look.
This is like, the girls we were talking about, not my girls, Shannon and Lene, myself, we're talking about that last night. It's almost like every time we're together, a conversation that comes up of just body image and weight and do we do Ozempic? Do we not? I don't know, guys.
You might. You're
I
gonna
don't know.
give in to your doctor's recommendation. Is that so? Is that different than like GLP-1s?
No, I think it's all the same.
Okay.
All the same.
What about peptides? Are those different?
Listen, there's too many things.
I have heard some really good things about GLP-1s, and you can take like different dosages.
Is Ozempic not a GLP-1?
I don't know actually.
Don't listen to us, and don't listen to me about just like there's just things like Shannon made the comment last night of like there's like science has fixed other things, and she's not for this, by the way, just to be clear. But she was saying like what she's heard other people say is science has fixed other things. Why would we not let it help us with this? And justifying and that. I don't know. I still want to do research of things, but
I heard the comparison. Like we fully embrace like braces as a way to straighten our teeth.
Yeah,
like that is fully accepted by society.
Yeah.
But like a pill to help you lose weight is something that's still kind of taboo in our society. I think I don't know. The argument I've heard is like because it takes away like so many people work so hard to lose weight.
Sure.
So it like takes something away from them if you do it, if you like cheat and do it. But like also the same thing, like everybody has different genetics too. So like some people are born super lean and they have a super fast metabolism. Like that's not fair to the people who have a slow metabolism.
Right.
Nothing's fair.
And also like if that person works out really hard and I choose something different, like I'm not taking that away from them.
Totally.
It's like that's you. You do you, boo.
Or the people with straight teeth don't resent the people that get braces.
Totally.
Like it's not. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it.
I never had braces.
Yeah.
So maybe I should do Ozempic because it's like
it all evens out. Yeah.
I didn't take the straightened teeth easy route.
So my main concern with all of this is just like not knowing if there's side effects long
100%.
term.
That is exactly mine.
Yeah.
And my other one is I really battle with this idea of I want to be comfortable and confident like naturally in who I am, but I feel like there's a part of me that's relying on my weight and my physique to give me that. And that worries me.
Yeah.
And I have zero idea how much it costs. I've heard it's expensive. So I don't want to be, silly and with money. And I don't want to do something that I am like putting something false in my body for a long extended time.
Yeah.
I'm okay if somebody were to say like, oh no, you can do this. And it kind of gives you like a little bit of boost and jump starts a little, cause I've done that with other like diet fads, like keto or something that's like, the beach body things. You like do it for a little bit and then it kind of gets you set at a like, okay, now this is a good place to maintain. Yeah. If I can figure that out, then it might be I might be more inclined than something that they're like, oh no, once you start, you're on this bad boy for life.
And if it's like that, what's the show? The Substance. Do you ever watch that or hear about that? There's a show kind of about like this substance, this pill you can take and it like makes you way more beautiful and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, interesting.
And then as soon as you stop taking it, you just look horrible, like way worse than when you started. And I actually haven't seen it, but that's the gist of what I know about it. And so, I mean, it's a newer drug, so it's like we don't really know. Well, I don't know if I really don't know anything about GLP-1s.
Yeah,
I just like for the longest time smoking was everybody smoked,
right?
And it was fine. And now we know there's all these issues with it. So I don't know.
So you're telling me GLP-1 is the new cigarette?
No, I'm not saying that. I just anything that hasn't been studied for very long.
Yeah,
like it as something.
But I think some of these have been around for a long time because they were used for other reasons,
for like diabetes. And
exactly.
Stuff. Yeah.
But again, to the 4 listeners.
32 listeners. We on average get about 30 views an episode.
Thought to myself that it's your mom and 2 friends.
Maybe that's better to think that way.
Just kidding. All that to say, I don't know. And I feel like we're pretty honest and vulnerable on this podcast. Yeah. And if I do it, I'll tell you guys about it.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we turn this into.
The
Jamie's journey of GLP.
It's funny because Armchair Expert, which we talk about a lot, that's the main podcast I listen to.
Should we ask them if they want to be on this?
Yeah. Okay. Dax and Monica. Mm-hmm. Monica's also, they talk about the same thing.
Yeah.
Like she was kind of against GLP-1s and now she's on one, like a mild dosage of one of them or something. I don't really know. But now she's the same thing. She's very open. Like I didn't know if I was going to talk about it, but like, who cares? Like, it's now she's kind of like telling about the pros and cons she's seeing.
Right.
For her, it's, I think the because they like the GLP-1s, Ozempic, like reduces cravings for things.
Yeah.
And for her, part of the reason that she wanted to take it was to see if it reduced alcohol cravings, because she's like, she really like craves alcohol every day. Okay. And she says for her, it has reduced it, but she still like has the similar cravings, but now instead of having 2 or 3 drinks, she really only wants 1 drink.
Oh, interesting.
So it's kind of like it is reducing that like desire.
And that is my biggest thing is like we got the tonal. I'm starting to enjoy working out more so. Like I like find myself like, okay, I want to do a new program. But it is the food part for me is hard. And even with that, I'm like, I don't necessarily want to give up like really good food. But if there's a little thing that's just a little like creates a little bit of restraint, that would be such a huge help. So that's.
I'm in the same boat. I love working out.
Like, should we do it together? Should we do it together?
Be a monthly challenge. See how it goes. No, but I'm the same way. Like I really, the fitness side, I don't have an issue with.
Right.
It's really the diet. Like I love a sweet treat.
Who doesn't?
I love some fried chicken.
I love a sweet and savory treat.
I love everything. You know? I don't discriminate when it comes to food. I love it all. I want to eat it all. I
know.
Yeah.
But then if we do this, will it be like we don't get to enjoy that? Or it's
that
like
is the thing.
Not as much?
That was what Monica was saying, is like food is such a big part of her life and like one of her hobbies. And so by doing
it's one of my hobbies.
Yeah, same.
My favorite pastimes.
100%. And so by like doing this, she is going to reduce her cravings for foods that she loves eating and cooking and stuff. So it's kind of interesting.
I also am the type of person, I don't know if you've learned this about me yet, but it's like the couch situation. I love to get excited about buying a new couch and then I don't ever do it. Or I'm like, I was saying to the girls yesterday, in our house, the windows are so bright. We have no window coverings and the sun just bakes in the summer into our home. And I got a bid for getting like a screen, not a screen, but like a film, like a what is that?
Film.
Yeah, like to cover my window so that it creates a little bit of darkness inside. And again, I get all excited. I do a little research, I get some bids, and then I just don't. So I would not be surprised if this is me on this journey. Yeah. Like do a little research, talk about it like I'm going to, and then I just never do.
Well, keep us updated.
Just don't pull the trigger.
The people want to know what happens here.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. We are an hour and 1 minute in. Thanks, Jamie.
One weekend. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye.